Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the best trading routine that I do every single week to ensure I go into the week with some sort of game plan strategy approach to make as much money as possible. Now, the first thing I always do, honestly, is subscribe to stay updated on all things trading, investing, and if you want to learn more, like how to find undervalued stocks, how to trade, how to build setups, how to, trade and honestly just make money from the market. Check out our school. It's awesome. You can learn to trade right now for 50% off using code 2026. I think it's incredibly important to have a side hustle that can pay, 100, $300 a week. Now, when you become a pro and a master, obviously you can scale that up. So, follow, and let's dive into this here. So, the first thing I always do going into the week is see where my money's at. I want to see stocks I'm holding, stocks with opportunity, all of that good stuff. So we took a trade on WELL. Now, the main trade here behind this was a 90-day moving average trade. So essentially, you can see where it hits this blue line several times, establishing a huge support for it, right? Hit it once, twice, recently sold off, rallied its way up, right? And we can see here, one of the reasons I love this thing is great breakout, rallied up on a good trend. We sold a good amount of shares here. And guess what it did? It broke out again. So we're just continuing to really just trade the breakout on this stock here. It's been working very well. So if we remove, right, some of these indicators, you can see this a lot clearer here. Let's remove so you can see here. Let's get rid of this. All right. So essentially here you can see where it was just hitting that white line, establishing a resistance, right? So we entered here on the breakout, it rallied up here, sold off, broke down, right? This is where we sold our shares. Okay. So now we go, okay, if it breaks out again, we'll enter the position. So it sold off, boom, new trend line going down, popped up, got in, rallied up. So now here we'll probably just start thinning out of our position here. It's already up 2%. We know the statistics of trading. If you make 3% per month, you're in the top 5% of all traders. So 2% in a day. Yeah, we're going to thin out some of our shares going into tomorrow, but definitely really like this here for continuation of that trend. Berkshire Hathaway is starting to break out. This is one that I actually kind of like here for a breakout. It's on my opportunities list as well. But you can see good trend going up here. Hit that 200-day moving average line several times. Popped up, hit it as support, rallied up. So good test was right here at 430, 473, setting stops below like 469 to 464 for a good push up. Microsoft here has just been doing well. Another one here that we traded was ticker symbol MU. This was another 90-day moving average play, great breakout. We did sell. We're holding about 20% of our shares left for a possible push up. We're just keeping our stops right now below the 90-day moving average line, right? We can see here it's using it as support here. So we'll just continue to let this thing pan out. Now, another stock here that we kind of got hit pretty hard on here this afternoon was on Robinhood. We took a trade on it earlier, like 2.5 weeks ago, down in this range when it started pushing up above, like the 75, 71 mark. Now, normally we don't hold positions through earnings. That's like a big thing we talk about, but I honestly thought, okay, we're in a light position, not something heavy. It can go either way, right? And obviously it didn't pan out very well for us. And that's the thing about trading. But we went into this trade knowing it's a high risk, high reward. On top of that, we are probably right now at a break-even point. We probably should have thinned out some of our position here, especially as it started to stair step its way down. Also, right before earnings, we probably should have thinned out. Lesson learned, every now and then we hold a position through earnings, and this is why I don't like doing it, but I've also made money off it. So not too worried about it. If anything, we can average down a little bit at like 60, 65 if we get that sell off to bring our average cost lower. I do like Robinhood for a medium swing trade holding for a couple of months. I still think, right, this is a pretty undervalued stock. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it though. But as of now, it got crushed. So we'll see what happens though. So going into the week here, what are we looking at? I think energy is important. So companies like ExxonMobil have seen huge amounts of sell off going from 176 all the way down to like 150, 140 range. I think it right now has some nice support or at the nice support at the 90-day moving average line in resistance up here at 51. So we're really just going to throw an alert above that for a possible breakout. We talked about Berkshire Hathaway here, and one of the main reasons I actually like this for a breakout is kind of something like this, right? If we kind of draw this out here, you can see kind of why I like it. Getting in on more of an intermediate trade down in here, but I think for like another trade for like a longer term could definitely work out if we can get a push above like the 481. Johnson & Johnson is sold off down to the 90-day moving average line. It's pretty undervalued right now on that RSI. So we'll throw an alert above here. Actually, we'll just kind of adjust the alert we already have. Visa has seen some good sell-off here. Now, Visa right now hit that resistance, which I kind of don't like. But if we can get some sell-off back down to like 290 would be a good pickup. And then VU, right now, I do think we're at a little high spot in the market. So possible short side, right? If we enter here, we could set, a good zone to possibly enter, in my opinion, would be around 622. So possible short trade on this. But overall, this week here, I think it's important to take profit early, cut losses early, just because there's a lot of volatility and uncertainty in the market right now. So that's kind of my approach for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out our school if you guys want to learn more about trading. Like, follow, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.